Hi there, this is Thomas Eugene Shussler III, the Expert Mode Gamer, and welcome to our Phyrexia, Magic the Gathering, Phyrexia All Will Be One Collector Booster Box opening. I do not have a set in a draft. I'm going to be cutting back on those because my hours are cutting back, so I can only buy so many cards, and I'm starting to run out of room to put the cards I got anyway, so it kind of all adds up together. But I got a collector box here to open. This is the card we got with the box topper or whatever. It's Green Sun's Twilight. It's X in a Forest. It's a sorcery. Reveal the top X+1 cards of your library. Choose a creature card and or a land card from among them. Put those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is 5 or more, instead put the chosen cards onto the battlefield or into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Pretty spiffy card there. Not too shabby there. All right. So we're going to open up our little box here. All right. Put these up to the side. There we go. All right. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 boosters. So yeah, I'll probably just be doing the collector boxes in Magic for now on. And I'm going to try to get like another of something every month. I know Disney's Lacrania, or whatever, however you pronounce it, is coming out soon. Ooh, a Rebel token there. It's all shiny. Everything should be shiny. The Hollow Sentinel? What the fuck are you? Legendary Artifact Golem, Phyrexian Golem 3/3 guy. So on my pre-release kit, because I did the pre-release, it comes with 6 boosters. Of those 6 boosters, I got the Jace Planeswalker and the Kea Planeswalker in those. So I've already got 2 of these Planeswalkers out of those 6. Venerated Rot Priest. Oh, I haven't seen you yet, guy. It is a Phyrexian Druid, 1/2 for 1 forest. It's got Toxic 1. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. Holy fuck! That's not even a spell you don't control. You can target your own creatures with spells and your opponent gets poison counters. That is fucked up, dude. Now, Toxic 1 is, if it deals damage to an opponent, they will get however many Toxic is on it, that many poison counters. So even if it's got Toxic 3 and it deals 1 damage to the opponent for whatever reason, they'll get 3 freaking poison counters. And once you get 10, you're dead. So that is fucked up, dude. That's a bad fucker there. It only cost 1, dude. That is fucking ridiculous, dude. Blackcleave Cliffs. It's a dual land for a swamp or a mountain. And it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. This is a very powerful set. It's the strongest set I've seen probably since Capina, man. It's probably even stronger than that. This is a way overpowered set, man. Reservine Cultivator. It is a Phyrexian Elf Druid, 1/2 for 1/4. Isn't this the same thing? No, okay. For 1 forest, tap it, put an oil counter on Rustvine Cultivator. Tap it, remove an oil counter from Rustvine Cultivator. Untap target land. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. And you're an elf. You can go in my fucking elf deck, dude. Ooh, I'll have to see if there's anywhere to put you, man. That's a badass motherfucker. I got 2 of them? Dude, this guy's only a fucking common. He only costs 1 to play, dude. Oh my god. Quicksilver Fisher. The oil counters. I guess I could run you down what the oil counter is real quick. So a bunch of cards will have this oil counter thing. And it does different things based on whatever the card is. So like for this one, it's gonna let you activate this ability, but they do different things for every card. It's just a type of counter that exists. Quicksilver Fisher. It's a 4/3 Phyrexian Drake for 3 and 2 islands. It's got flying, and when it enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, nothing too spiffy about you, guy. Put my token over there. There we go. Contaminated Grafter. It is a 5/5 Phyrexian Druid for 4 in a forest. It's got Trample and Toxic 1. You've only got Toxic 1, even though you've got Trample. You suck. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to 1 or more players, proliferate. Ooh! Never mind, guy. Corrupted. At the beginning of your end step, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, okay, never mind. You're a bad fucker, dude. So corrupted is if your opponent has 3 or more poison counters on them. Every corrupted, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be if they have 3 or more poison counters, and then it'll do something involving that. Proliferate. So you'll put a poison counter on your opponent. Proliferate is you get to pick any number of counters and add or remove one of that type of counter from that card. Any number of cards, man, and or players. So if they've got toxic, if they have 3 poison counters and you proliferate, you can give them a 4th poison counter from that proliferation. So, and there is a lot of toxic and proliferate in here. So you're giving poison counters and proliferating. This guy's fucking cool. Phyrexia. It is a land sphere. That looks fucking bitchin'. That looks cool. It's got tap it, add a colorless, tap it, add 1 mana of any color, activate only if Phyrexia entered the battlefield this turn, or 3 and tap it, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1 and this creature can't block. You're fucking cool. I like you. Soulless Jailer. What a jackass, dude. It's a artifact creature Phyrexian Golem. It's a 0/4 for 2. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. Ooh. Oh, this would totally fucking screw over my brother's exile deck because he exiles his cards and then he plays them from exile. Oh, that's fucked up, dude. This could totally just butcher his deck, dude. Oh, basic forest. That's pretty cool. I like that forest right there, dude. It's all fucking like corrupted and shit, dude. We got us a cool forest there. I guess I can put my land over there. I'll put my land in the other pile. My basic lands. Blade Hold War Whip. It is an artifact equipment for 1, a mountain, and a plains. It's got 4 meridians. So for meridian it's with equipment cards, and what it'll do is it'll create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, and then you attach this equipment to that creature when you play the equipment. So that you're going to see this 4 meridian. It's always going to create a 2/2 red rebel. And then the equipment attaches to it. Equip abilities you activate of other equipment cost 1 less to activate. Equipped creature has double strike. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen this one. Equip 3, a mountain, and a plains. That's a pretty cool one. Swooping Lookout. It's a 1/2 artifact Phyrexian construct for 1 plains, and it's got flying and vigilance. Huh. Hey, you're not shabby for 1 plains, dude. You get a 1/2 with 2 different abilities. Okay. You're a pretty neat guy. Plague Nurse. Oh, this is the one my brother was playing, dude. It's a 3/4 Phyrexian Cleric for 3 and a forest. It's got Toxic 2, and then for 2 and a forest, each other creature you control with Toxic gains Toxic 1 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. So this has got if you have a creature with Toxic 3, it will then be Toxic 4 because you're adding the 1 extra Toxic to it. That's a pretty cool one. Forge Hammer Centurion. It's a 3/2 Phyrexian Warrior for 2 and a mountain. And whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Forge Hammer Centurion. Whenever it attacks, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. Eye of Malcator. Okay, it's an artifact for 2 and an island. 1 Eye of Malcator enters the battlefield. Scry 2. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Eye of Malcator becomes a 4/4 Phyrexian Eye artifact creature until end of turn. You're not so spiffy, guy. Leon Lightbringer. You're not a planeswalker? He's just a regular dude in this one, dude. He's a 3/2 cat rebel for 2 and a plains. He's got ward 2, and as long as Leon Lightbringer is equipped, it gets +1/+1. Okay. He's not even a legendary cat. He's just a regular dude. What the fuck? You fell pretty far there, guy. You went from a planeswalker to some schmuck. And there's our Phyrexian Might token right there. And another Hollow Sentinel. What the fuck are you, dude? The Rat King? Karumonix the Rat King. It is a 3/3 Phyrexian Rat Commander for 1 and 2 swamps. It's got Toxic 1. Other rats you control have Toxic 1. And when Karu Monix enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of rat cards from among them and put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Holy shit, you're a bad fucker, dude. I'm half tempted to make you my new rat commander, man. Ooh, I'm going to have to do some thinking about this one, dude. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. Ooh, we got a planeswalker. I told my brother there was a white one. I told him there was one of every monocolor. He's like, no, there's no monocolor white one. Well, there it is, man. The Eternal Wanderer. It's a planeswalker for 4 and 2 planes. And it's got 5 loyalty. No more than 1 creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat. Well, that's good. It's got a +1 ability. Exile up to 1 target artifact or creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of that player's next end step. 0, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike. And -4, for each player, choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control not chosen this way. That kind of sucks. You can do that right off the bat too, dude. That's kind of a mid to low level commander in this set though, dude. Holy, the Nisa's the bad bitch. Her and Kea, man. But we got a planeswalker there, so we'll put it over there. What the hell? This is funky looking, dude. It's like a funky foil, dude. That's pretty cool. I like the texture of that, dude. Vensir, Corpse Puppet. It is a 1/3 commander Phyrexian zombie wizard for an island and a swamp. It's got lifelink and toxic 1. Whenever you proliferate, choose 1. If you don't control a creature named the Hollow Sentinel, oh, so our little guy right here, this guy, that's what he's for. Create the Hollow Sentinel, a legendary 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. Or target artifact creature you control gains flying and lifelink until end of turn. Huh. And he's got lifelink himself. He's got toxic 1. Hey, you're pretty cool there, guy. I'm not putting you in the super hardcore pile, but you're a pretty neat guy, dude. You'd make an alright commander. Blight Belly Rat. Dude, we got rats in here. I didn't see any rats in my pre-release kit, dude. It is a 2/2 Phyrexian rat for 1 in the swamp. It's got toxic 1, and when it dies, you proliferate. Ooh. You might have to go in my rat deck. I'll have to take a look. Oh, we got another Rustvine Cultivator. Sky Hunter Strike Force. It's a 2/2 cat knight for 2 in the plains. It's got flying and melee. And Lieutenant. As long as you control your commander, other creatures you control have melee. I can't remember off the top of my head what melee does, man. Isn't that they get a +1/+1 for every other melee that there is? I think that's what that is. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Magic the Gathering melee. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each opponent you attacked with the creature this turn. Okay, alright. There we go, now I remember. Well, that kind of sucks if you've only got one opponent. That's a multiplayer card right there, man. Mercurial Spelldancer. It's a 2/1 Phyrexian rogue for 1 in an island. This is the one my brother liked because it's unblockable and it's a rogue. He's got a rogue deck, so it can't be blocked. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it, and then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may remove 2 oil counters from it. If you do, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's a pretty bitchin' card right there, dude. We got Encroaching Mycosnith. I don't know. It's an artifact for 3 in an island. And non-land permanents you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. Okay, that's cool. The same is true for permanent spells you control and non-land permanent cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So everything you've got's now an artifact. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I can make use of that or not. There's a bitchin' island right there. I don't like the island though. I just like that it's foiled, but yeah. I think it's the least good of all of them. The forest is the second least good. This type of forest, which is kind of sad because that's my favorite color. But Vat Emergence. It's a sorcery for 4 in a swamp. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Proliferate. Oh, so you fucking steal a fucking creature and proliferate at the same time. That's kind of fucked up. Annex Sentry. It's a 1/4 Phyrexian cleric for 2 and a planes. It's got Toxic 1, and when it enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until it leaves the battlefield. There's a lot of those exile type things in this set too. Mire Kinsmith. It's a 3/1 artifact Mire for 4. And when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a Mire card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. I've been thinking about building a Mire deck, but that's way down the road a little bit. But that'll be good if I ever get that Mire deck made. Offer Immortality. It's an instant for a 1 in a swamp. Target creature gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn. Contagious Vorak. It's a 3/3 Phyrexian boar for 2 and a forest. And when it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't choose to put a card into your hand this way, proliferate. Meldweb Curator. It's a 3/4 Phyrexian wizard for 3 and an island. And when it enters the battlefield, put up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. That guy will not be going in my wizard deck because there's nowhere for a guy like that. My wizard deck's got too much good shit. I don't have time for mediocre crap like you, guy. Oh my god. Open, guy. Open the pack. My hands are all sweaty for some reason. What the fuck? Alright. I don't know what's going on there, man. Listen, guy, I just want to open the pack, man. Just open the cards, man. Okay, we got a Phyrexian Might and a Phyrexian Golem. Alright, we got White Sun's Twilight. Oh, so I got the green one and the white one. I don't think I've got... Oh, I think I got the blue one of these in my pre-release kit, I think. I can't... I'm not positive. I know I've seen it. So I might have got the blue one. So we're missing the... We're missing the red one and the black one, I believe. I might have seen the black one too. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. Anyway, it's X and 2 planes. It's a sorcery. You gain X life. Create X 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. Oh, you're fucked up, dude. Oh, that is bullshit, dude. Well, so far, you're the strongest of all of them, dude, of all the Twilight things. Holy fuck, that's hardcore, dude. Rhea Ivor, Bane of Bladehold. It is a 3/4 Commander Phyrexian Knight for 2 plains and a swamp. It's got Battle Cry. At the beginning of combat on your turn, the next time target creature would deal combat damage to 1 or more players this combat, prevent that damage. If damage is prevented this way, create that many 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1. And this creature can't be blocked. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Okay, the guys we played against used that guy. Bladed Ambassador. It's a 3/1 Phyrexian soldier for 1 in a plains. And it enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. Remove an oil counter from Bladed Ambassador for 1. And it gains indestructible until end of turn. Ooh. He becomes indestructible real easy, man. Furnace Punisher. It is a 3/3 Phyrexian warrior for 2 in a mountain. It's got Menace, and at the beginning of each player's upkeep, Furnace Punisher deals 2 damage to that player unless they control 2 or more basic lands. Control 2 or more? You're not very spiffy at all, okay? Sawblade Scamp. It's a 1/1 Phyrexian beast for 1 mountain. It's got haste, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Tap it, remove an oil counter from it. It deals 1 damage to each opponent. Ooh, you're cool. That's a pretty cool one right there. We like that. Goliath Hatchery. What the fuck are you, dude? It's an enchantment for 4 and 2 forest. When Goliath Hatchery enters the battlefield, create 2 3/3 green Phyrexian beast creature tokens with Toxic 1. Do you have Toxic 1, guy? No, I guess you just add the Toxic to it, I guess. It's got corrupted. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, choose a creature you control. Then draw cards equal to its total toxic value. Ooh. You're a fucking cool one. Huh. Interesting. Black Sun's Twilight. Hey, no, I haven't seen this one yet. It is an instant for X in a swamp. Up to 1 target creature gets -X until end of turn. If X is 5 or more, return a creature card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So you're going to kill a guy and bring a guy back from your graveyard. Okay. Alright, we'll put you back. Whoa. Tyvar, Jubilant Brawler. I don't know if I've seen you yet or not. It is a planeswalker with 3 loyalty for 1 a swamp and a forest. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. Ooh, bitchin'. Oh, I like you, guy. Untap up to 1 target creature. I like you lots, man. Mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, I really like you, guy. I like untapping my stuff because it just pisses the fuck out of people, man. So we're gonna put you up there, dude. That was bitchin'. Nice, man. Got a basic mountain there. That's a pretty cool mountain. Their lands are pretty cool in this set, dude. Venomous Brutalizer. Haven't we seen this guy already? No. He's a 4/4 Phyrexian Knight for 2 and 2 forest. He's got Toxic 3. Damn, dude. And when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 in a forest. If you do, proliferate. Holy shit. You're just an uncommon? Goddamn, dude. You're badass. Tamayo's Logbook. Yeah, I remember this card. I used it, but I never actually used it. It's in my deck, but I never got around to using it. It's an artifact for 2 and an island. It's got 5 and an island. Tap it. Draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other artifact you control. Maze's Mantle. It's an enchantment aura for 2 and a forest. It's got flash, enchant creature. And when it enters the battlefield, if enchanting creature has toxic, that creature gains hexproof until end of turn. And the enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Chimney Rabble. It is a 3/3 Phyrexian Goblin Warrior for 3 in a mountain. It's got haste, and when it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 Phyrexian Goblin creature token. Flensing Raptor. It's a 2/2 Phyrexian bird for 2 in a plains. It's got flying, toxic 1, and when it enters the battlefield, another target creature you control with toxic gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. Gitaxian Raptor. It's a 1/4 Phyrexian bird with flying, and it enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from it, and it gets +1/-1 until end of turn. And it does not say do that only once a turn. So you can remove all those oil counters from it to turn it into a 4/3 right off the bat when you go for your first attack. God damn it. We're having issues, man. Listen, clown. There we go. We'll open it that way. I was going to say, isn't there a spot where I can just like rip it open? And we got a Phyrexian Mite token and a Phyrexian Goblin. So I don't think I had one of those yet, so that's good. Whoa, shit, the Doom Hive? Vizgraz the Doom Hive. Holy shit, you look like a bad motherfucker, dude. He's a 3/3 Commander Phyrexian Insect for 2 a plains, a swamp, and a forest. He's got Menace and Toxic 1. And when he enters the battlefield, create 3 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Mite artifact creature tokens with the Toxic 1 and they can't block. And it gets +1/+1 for each poison counter your opponents have. All of your opponents combined? Holy shit. Oh, he's a mythic. Yeah, you're a bad motherfucker, dude. Skrelv Defector Mite. It's a 1/1 Commander Phyrexian Mite for 1 plains. You're a 1 cost commander. It's got Toxic 1 and it can't block. Completed. So you can pay 2 life or a plains. Tap it, choose a color. Another target creature you control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until end of turn. It gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until end of turn. It can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. Ooh, damn. You're fucking cool, dude. You're a one cost commander. I like those one cost commanders. We got another Quicksilver Fisher here. Sinew Dancer. It's a 1/1 Phyrexian soldier for 1 plains. It's got 3 a plains, tap it, tap target creature, and it's got corrupted. So you do the same thing except for just 1 plains if the corrupted is activated. Thrumming Bird. It's a 1/1 Phyrexian bird horror for 1 in an island. It's got flying, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. That's pretty cool. Athari Sun's Glory. It's a 3/3 Commander Phoenix for 3, a mountain, and a plains. It's got flying, lifelink, and haste. Damn, dude. Holy fuck. Whenever it attacks, you get an experience counter. Then create a 2/2 red rebel creature token that's tapped and attacking for each experience counter you control. What? It doesn't even have to deal combat damage. It's just whenever it attacks. 2, a mountain and a plains. Tap an untapped rebel you control. Return this from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. God damn, you're a bad son of a bitch, dude. You're probably my favorite commander I've seen so far, man. This thing's a bad son of a bitch, dude. This thing's cool. The Filigree Silex. It's a legendary artifact for 2. Tap it, put an oil counter on it. Tap it and sacrifice it. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of oil counters on it. Tap it, remove 10 oil counters from permanents you control, and sacrifice it. It deals 10 damage to any target. Kind of a neat little one there. The Seed Core? Haven't seen you, man. It's a land sphere. Tap it, add a colorless. Tap it, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast Phyrexian creature spells. Corrupted. Tap. Target 1/1 creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Oh, you're kind of a funky one. You're a funky one there, dude. That's a bitchin' swamp. Yeah, the lands are bitchin' in this one, dude. Serum Core Chimera. It's a 2/4 Phyrexian Chimera for 2, an island, and a mountain. It's got flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Remove 3 oil counters from it. Draw a card. Then you may discard a non-land card. When you discard a card this way, this deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Activate only as a sorcery. Oh, you're kind of cool. That's a neat one there, dude. Resistance Reunited. It is an instant for a 1 in a plains. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Equipped creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Oh, you're fucking badass, dude. You're only an uncommon? Holy shit, that's fucking hardcore, dude. Mire Custodian. Isn't this the same one we've already seen? No, okay. It's a 2/3 artifact Mire for 3. And when it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Then each opponent may scry 1. What? I don't want my opponents scrying. What the fuck? You suck, dude. I don't like you. Stinging Hive Master. It is a 3/2 Phyrexian Warlock. It's got Toxic 1, and when it dies, create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. Volshock Splitter. Ooh, it's an axe. It's an artifact equipment for 3 in a mountain. It's got 4 meridians, so we'll get our 2/2 Rebel token. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Equipped 2 in a mountain. Oh, you're not so spiffy. You do create a little rebel guy, though, so I guess that's something. Zealot's Conviction. It's an enchantment aura for 1 plains. It's got flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and it's got the corrupted, which gives it an additional +1/+0 and first strike. Okay. Yeah, so far not shabby. Not a super spectacular box, but pretty good, man. I'm digging it so far. We about have all of our Twilight cards, so that's good. Got Phyrexian Horror with Trample Haste and a star 1. Okay. Archfiend of the Dross. What the fuck are you, dude? It's a 6/6. Oh, okay. I think I remember this guy. You have to sack a creature when you play him or something. He's a 6/6 Phyrexian Demon for 2 and 2 swamps. He's got flying. And when he enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on him. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from him. Then if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. Damn, dude. Yeah, you need to be putting oil counters on this fucker or you're screwed, dude. Yeah, I don't like you so much. I don't particularly want to just straight up lose the game, man. Copperline Gorge. This looks fucking tight, dude. It's a forest swamp, and it comes in tapped unless you have 2 or fewer lands. I'm putting you in the bitchin' pile just because you look fucking awesome, dude. Oh no! We got the bitchin'. This is like one of the bitchin' planeswalkers, top 3 that I've seen, man. But it's all written in Phyrexian, man. Oh man, it's all Phyrexian. I don't have another one in here that's not Phyrexian. Oh, that sucks, dude. All right. Um, Let me see if I can remember. So it's a plains. This is Veraska. I can't remember the full name of her, but she's a 4 swamp with completed. So you can pay 2 life for another swamp with 6. If you pay the completed cost, she'll come in weaker with 2 less loyalty. What they all do? The 0. I think each opponent loses 1 life, and then you proliferate. But I know you proliferate. I can't remember the other thing it does, but I know that 0 lets you proliferate. I can't remember what the -2 does, but I know the -9 was fucking bullshit, dude. So what the -9 does is every opponent, if they have less than 9 toxic counters on them, they get a number of toxic counters equal to the difference of 9 and the number they got. So pretty much they go up to 9 toxic counters, man. So if they take another toxic damage, they die, man. Yeah, that -9 is bullshit, but it's all Phyrexian, man. Oh, that's sad. Blight Belly Rat. We got another one of those. We got 2 more of those, dude. So I got 3 of those sons of bitches, dude. Phyrexia Outbreak. It's a sorcery for a 2 in a swamp. Each opponent gets a poison counter. Yeah, so see right there, if you did that -9 and then played that, they all lose. They'd all lose the game right then and there, dude. Then each creature your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn for each poison counter its controller has. Holy fuck, dude, you're a bad son of a bitch. Encroaching Mycosnif again. We got another Black Sun's Twilight. And there's a little plains right there. That's fucking cool. I haven't seen one of those planes yet. Necrogen Communion. It is an enchantment aura for 1 in a swamp. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature has Toxic 2. And 1 enchanted creature dies. Return that card to the battlefield under your control. That's pretty sweet. Hex Gold Hover Wings. It is an artifact equipment for 3 in a plains. It's got 4 meridians, so you're going to get your rebel token. Equipped creature has flying, and creatures you control that are equipped get +1/+0, and you can equip for 2 in a plains. You're not so spiffy there, guy. Titanic Growth. Pretty common reprint here. It's an instant for 1 in a forest. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Duress. I think this is a reprint too. It's a sorcery for a swamp. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Yeah, this is a pretty common reprint. Bring the Ending. What? It's an instant for 1 in an island. Counter target. Oh, okay, I've seen this one. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. And Corrupted. Counter that spell instead if its controller has 3 or more poison counters. I've seen this one too. Completed Devotion. It is an instant for 1 in a plains. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If that creature has Toxic, draw a card. And this is the last one before we're halfway done. There we go. Okay, I've learned the little trick. There's a little spot right there on the side you can just peel away, dude. Nice. We got a Phyrexian Golem. We got Kato, Dancing Shadow. This is the one I haven't seen yet. I think between me and my brother, we've seen every one of these Planeswalkers now. He got a set booster, and then he got a pre-release kit because we play two-headed giant. So between our pre-release kits, his set booster, and now my collector, I think I've seen every Planeswalker now. So he has a Planeswalker with 3 loyalty. He's got for 2 an island and a swamp. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you may return one of them to its owner's hand. If you do, you may activate loyalty abilities of Kato twice this turn rather than only once. +1. Up to 1 target creature can't attack or block until your next turn. 0. Draw a card. -2, create a 2/2 colorless drone artifact creature token with Death Touch. Holy shit. And when this creature leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. You're actually not too shabby there, Mr. Kato. You're not the piece of shit I was thinking you were. Holy shit, I got 2 fucking planeswalkers back to back, dude. Isn't this the Jubilant Brawler? Didn't we get one of these guys already? Untap up to 1 target creature, mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, I guess I could put you over here. Let me see. I think we've seen that guy already. Yeah. Yeah, we just got a different version of him. Okay. We got a different version of that guy. He's pretty cool. He lets me untap my guy. Cankerbloom. It's a 3/2 Phyrexian fungus for 1 and a forest. And 1, sacrifice it. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or proliferate. You're not too shabby there, guy. We got another Rustvine Cultivator. Abraska's Anointer. If I remember, this was a bad fucker, dude. It's a 4/3 artifact Phyrexian wizard for 3 and a mountain. And when it enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. Yeah, if you're building an oil deck, which I did. I built an oil deck. I had this guy in there, but... Glimmer Lens. It's an artifact equipment for 1 and a plains. It's got 4 meridians, so you get your little 2/2 guy. Whenever equipped creature and at least 1 other creature attack, draw a card. Equip 1 and a plains. Oh, you're not so shabby there. You're pretty good in white decks, because white doesn't have a lot of ways to draw cards. There we go. You're not so shabby there. Phyrexian Arena. It's an enchantment for 1 and 2 swamps. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. You're pretty cool. You're fucking badass. I like you. Thrun, Breaker of Silence. This guy's not so bitchin'. He's a 5/5 Commander Troll Shaman for 3 and 2 forest. This spell can't be trampled. He's got trample, and he can't be the target of non-green spells your opponents control or abilities from non-green sources your opponents control. As long as it's your turn, he's got indestructible. He's not all that spiffy. I'm not so impressed with you, guy. There's an island. Even the island's not too shabby, dude. They're like little spheres floating around. Okay. Unnatural Restoration. It's a sorcery for 1 in a forest. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, then proliferate. Ooh, that's cool. Hex Gold Halberd. It's an artifact equipment for 1 in a mountain. It's got 4 meridian, so you get your little 2/2 guy. As long as it's your turn, equipped creature has first strike and trample. 2 and a mountain. You're pretty cool, dude. I like you. The Surgical Bay. There's a lot of lands like this, so there's a land of every color like this. So it enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it to add a island, or for 1 and whatever color the land is, tap it and sack it, draw a card. So there's one just like this that has this little ability right here and comes in tapped of every color. Let you draw a card. Molten Rebuke. It's a sorcery for 4 in a mountain. It's got choose 1 or both. Molten Rebuke deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Destroy target equipment. You're pretty good. Cutthroat Centurion. It's a 2/2 artifact Phyrexian warrior for 2 in a swamp. And sacrifice another artifact or creature, and it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activate only once. Escaped Experiment. That's not good. Don't go escaping, guy. It's a 2/1 artifact Phyrexian beast for 1 in an island. And whenever it attacks, target creature an opponent controls gets -X/-0 until end of turn, where X is the number of artifacts you control. And we're halfway done. I might have to pause it here after this pack so I can go get a drink. So far, I'm digging this pack. Pretty good. Pretty good, man. We got another Tyvar. Now that I'm not so impressed with, man. I didn't need 3 of these guys in 1 fucking box. Come on now. Give me something else, man. Sea Chrome Coast. That's pretty. No, I'm adding you over there just because you're pretty, man. It's an island and plains land that enters tapped unless you have 2 or fewer lands. There's another Furnace Punisher. There's another Abraska's Anointer. Bone Picker Scourge. It's a 2/2 Phyrexian Imp with for 2 in a swamp. It's got flying and corrupted. And it has Death Touch and Lifelink as long as Corrupted is activated. Okay. Death Touch and Lifelink. 2 and a... yeah, okay. You're not shabby, guy. Mirage Mockery. It's a sorcery for 2 and an island, and it looks cool as shit. I like the artwork on that. Choose 1. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact creature you control. Create a token that's a copy of target non-artifact creature you control. Or you can entwine it. pay 2 in an island, so it'd be 4 in 2 islands, and you can do both those, dude. That's pretty cool. I like you. You're pretty bitchin'. Tablet of Completion? What the fuck are you? It's an artifact for 2. Tap it, put an oil counter on it. Tap it, add 1 colorless. Activate only if Tablet of Completion has 2 or more oil counters on it. 1, tap it, draw a card. Activate only if Tablet of Completion has 5 or more oil counters on it. Huh. You're kind of a neat one there, gang. We got another Myrix right there. That's pretty cool. There's another island. Jawbone Duelist. It's a 1/1 Phyrexian soldier for 1 in the plains. It's got double strike and toxic 1. Okay, gang. Okay. Awaken the Sleeper. It's a sorcery. I like this thing. For 3 in a mountain, you gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. If it's equipped, you may destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Thirsting Roots. It is a sorcery for 1 forest. Choose 1, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle or proliferate. You're kind of cool, dude. You only cost 1 freaking forest. You might, in fact, you might even be going in Kyler, dude. I might have to look into putting that in my Kyler deck. Fleshless Gladiator. It is a 2/2 Phyrexian skeleton for 1 in a swamp. And it's got Corrupted. Return 2 in a swamp. Return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. You lose 1 life. Oh, it's got a lose 1 life thing on it. That's not how that one guy played it. It's okay. We beat him anyway. We've got a Sharpenail Slinger. It's a 2/2 artifact Phyrexian beast for 1 in the mountain. And when it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, destroy target artifact and opponent controls. Anoint with Affliction. It is an instant for 1 in a swamp. Exile target creature if it has mana value 3 or less, or if Corrupted is in effect, exile that creature instead. Oh, so you can just exile any creature, whatever its mana value. Oh man, my voice is starting to go out. This is the 5th recording I've done today. I've done 4 video game recordings, and now I'm doing this one. And I'm still going to try to get a Forspoken one done before I go to bed, so hopefully my voice can keep going for that Forspoken one. There's a Phyrexian mic token right there, dude. That's fucking cool. That guy looks cool. We got a Corrupted Gorge that's all fucking shiny this time, dude. Bitchin', dude. That was nice. We got another Kato. Another Sinew Dancer. Rustvine Cultivator. Necrogen Rot Priest. Oh, yeah, okay. We've seen this guy, right? Oh, maybe we haven't, dude. Maybe we haven't seen this guy. He's a 1/5 Phyrexian zombie cleric for 2, a swamp, and a forest. He's got Toxic 2. Whenever a creature you control with Toxic deals combat damage to a player, that player gets an additional poison counter. And for 1, a swamp and a forest. Target creature you control with Toxic gains Death Touch until end of turn. You're a bad fucker, dude. Not like you. Clever Concealment. It is an instant for 2 and 2 planes. Convoke any number of target non-land permanents you control phase out. Ooh, you're a bad fucker. Convoke is you can tap your creatures to help pay the cost. You pay for 1 or 1 of the color in that creature's color identity to pay the cost. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. Meow. My cat wants in this room. You know you don't come in here, kitty. I might let her in. I'll have to keep an eye on her, though, while I'm doing this. Norn's Wellspring. It's an artifact for 1 in the plains. And whenever a creature you control dies, scry 1 and put an oil counter on this. 1, tap it. Remove 2 oil counters from it. Draw a card. Oh, you're fucking cool. Dude, I really like this thing. I like the look and everything about it, dude. You're fucking cool, dude. I like you. What the hell? We got a sword, dude. Sword of Forge and Frontier. It's a fucking mythic, dude. It's an artifact equipment for 3. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from red and green. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. You may play an additional land this turn. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. There's the plains. Got spiffy plains. I think we got them all now, don't we? Oh no, we need the swamp. The swamp's the bitchin' one, dude. It looks fucking tight as hell, dude. Cephalopod Sentry. It's a star 5 artifact Phyrexian squid for 2 planes and an island. It's got flying and its power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. Aw, you'd go good in Animar, but you're the wrong colors, guy. Minor Misstep. It's an instant for 1 island. Counter target spell with mana value 1 or less. Oh, okay. You ain't gonna be able to counter shit, dude. That thing sucks. The Hunter Maze? Ooh, that sounds cool. Look at that, dude. That thing looks tight. Oh, this is the draw a card one. Okay. You're nothing spiffy, but you're cool, dude. The name of it and the artwork of it's cool. So I'll put it in the cool pile. Vraska's Fall. Hey, we might need this for that Vraska Planeswalker, man. It's an instant for 2 in a swamp. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or Planeswalker and gets a posing counter. Well, that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of bullshit right there, dude. Planar Disruption. It's an enchantment aura for a 1 in a planes. Enchant artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Enchanted a permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Meldweb Strider. We got a vehicle in here? Oh, yeah, okay, I've seen this thing. It's a 5/5 artifact vehicle for 4 in an island. It's got vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. Remove an oil counter from it, and it becomes a creature until end of turn, or you can crew it for 3. No, we're not going night-night. That's not what we're doing right now, man. No, I don't want to go night-night. She wants to go night-night, man. She's like the neediest fucking cat I've ever met, dude. So there's our Phyrexian Germ and our Mite. I haven't seen anything that produces those germs yet. We got the Monumental Facade. That thing looks cool. It is a land sphere. It enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Tap, add a colorless. Tap it, remove an oil counter from the Monumental Facade. Put an oil counter on target artifact or creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. You're not very spiffy. Elish Norn, Mother of Machines. This is a 4/7 Commander Phyrexian Predator. Oh, it's a fucking Predator. It's going to be a bad bitch, dude. For 4 in a planes. It's got Vigilance. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Permanents entering the battlefield don't cause abilities of permanents your opponents control to trigger. Oh, that is fucked up. You're fucking cool, lady. Okay, hold on. I got to pause her. Yeah, she wants to go night-night, and she's not going to shut up till I do. So I got the door shut again. All right, we got Ovikia oh my god, my voice is going out, man. Enigma Goliath. It's a 6/6 Commander Phyrexian Nightmare for 5, an island, and a mountain. Flying, Ward 3, pay 3 life. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create X 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens, where X is the mana value of that spell. They gain haste until end of turn. Holy shit, you're a bad bitch too, dude. We got another Quicksilver Fisher, another Rustvine Cultivator, Wormquake. What the fuck? This is a sorcery for 4 and 2 forest, Corrupted. Create an XX green Phyrexian worm creature token with Trample and Toxic 1, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this spell. What? So 6? Then, for each opponent with 3 or more poison counters, you create another one of those tokens. Oh, shit! And it's got Flashback, 8 and 2 forest. Oh, so you'd get a fucking 10/10 worm with that, dude. Oh, that is fucked up. Huh, you're kind of bad at it. You only work good in a toxic deck, but still, that's fucked up right there, dude. Dragonwing Glider. It is an artifact equipment for 3 and 2 mountains. It's got 4 meridians, so you get your little 2/2 guy. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has flying and haste. So your guy is a 4/4 flying haste dude that you're equipping this with. And equipped for 3 and 2 mountains. You're actually really cool, dude. I like you. You're bitchy. Dude, I got another fucking sword? Blade of Shared Souls? Dude, I got another fucking sword, and this thing's like a soul eater type thing, dude. It's an artifact equipment for 2 and an island. It's got 4 meridian. Whenever Blade of Shared Souls becomes, so you're going to get your 2/2 guy. Whenever it becomes attached to a creature, for as long as Blade of Shared Souls remains attached to it, you may have that creature become a copy of another target creature you control. Holy shit, equipped for 2? Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. Oh, you're bitching, dude. There's a bitchin' swamp. That was a good pack, dude. We got Resistant Skywarden. It's a 5/5 Org Rebel for 3 and 2 mountains. It's got Menace and Reach. We got Reject Imperfection. It's an instant for 1 and 2 islands. Counter target spell. If that spell's mana value was 3 or less, proliferate. Oh, that's cool. Phyrexian Atlas. It's an artifact for 3. Add 1 mana of any color. Corrupted. When Phyrexian Atlas becomes tapped, each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters loses 1 life. Huh. You're kind of nifty there, guy. Branch Blight Stalker. It's a 3/1 Phyrexian Elf Scout. It's an elf. For a 1 and a forest, it's got Toxic 2. I will put you in the badass pile just because you're an elf, man. If you're familiar with the channel, I never say no to an elf, man. Axiom Engraver. It's a 1/3 Phyrexian wizard for a 1 in a mountain, and it enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from it. Discard a card. Draw a card. Baliska Shepherd. It's a 3/3 Phyrexian angel for 3 and 2 planes. It's got flying, and when it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1, and they can't block. And we're down to our final 3. And not a like unbelievable pack, but not a shabby one either. We're missing. I'm still looking for the red Twilight card. If I can get the red Twilight card and like 1 more Planeswalker, I'd be the happiest camper in the world, dude. And there's our Phyrexian Goblin and a Phyrexian Might. And there's the Planeswalker we're looking for. There we go. Hey! Oh, man, it's the fucking super bitchin' foily version of her, man. So let's see. Okay, so the 0 was you draw a card, you lose 1 life, then you proliferate. And then the -2 is target creature becomes a treasure artifact with tap. Sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color, and loses all other types and abilities. So she just turns things into treasure tokens. And then, if target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get a number of poison counters equal to the difference. Oh, it only works for 1 player. Oh, fuck. Well, you're not quite as bitchin' as I thought there, lady, but still. She comes in with 6, too, so you proliferate 3 times, and then you can do the bitchin' move. Nice, dude. Oh, that was sweet, dude. Malacator. Purity Overseer. It's a 1/1 Commander Phyrexian Elephant Wizard. What the fuck? This thing's all jacked up, dude. 1, a plains and an island. When it enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 colorless Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. At the beginning of your end step, if 3 or more artifacts entered the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 3/3 Phyrexian Golem artifact creature token. Well, you know, you'd go real fucking good in Animar, because that's all I do is slap fucking artifacts onto the field, but you're the wrong colors there, guy. You're all fucked up, dude. That thing's all jacked up. Necrocon Rot Priest. We got another one of those guys. We got another Furnace Punisher. Another Bone Picker Scourge. Gef Summons. It's a sorcery for 2 and 2 swamps. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it's got Corrupted. For each opponent, put up to 1 target that's got the Corrupted. Put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard under the battlefield under your control. You're fucking cool, dude. That's a cool one. This thing looks fucking cool as hell. The Mythcasis, we're gonna go with that. Gardens. It's a land sphere. Tap it. Add a colorless 1 and tap it. Add 1 mana of any color, or X tap it. And it becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control with mana value X. Wait, what? This thing just fucking becomes an artifact? Not till end of turn. Holy shit. This thing's bad as shit, dude. It's a fucking land, dude. That was fucking bitchin'. Kethic Crucible Goliath. It's a 4/4 Commander Phyrexian Beast. It's for 2, a swamp and a mountain. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary creature card with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. What? Oh, you're kind of dumb, dude. I don't want to do that. There's a bitchin' mountain. I forgot we didn't have the mountain. So we just need one of these swamps, dude, and we got each of the lands, dude. So we need a swamp, and we need our little, what do we need? We need the red Twilight card, and then I'm a happy fucking camper, dude. This went pretty sweet. The Vivisection Evangelist. It's a 4/4 Phyrexian cleric for 3 plains and a swamp. It's got vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Okay. Drown and Ichor. Ichor, however you pronounce that. Sorcery 1 in a swamp. And target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn, and you proliferate. Sky Scythe Engulfer. It's a 6/5 Phyrexian beast for 5 in a forest. It's got reach and trample. It can't be blocked by creatures with flying. It's a 6/5 trampler, dude. You're pretty cool. Cruel Grimmark. It's a 5/5 Phyrexian cleric for 5 in a swamp. It's got Death Touch, and when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you gain 4 life. Okay. Free from Flesh. It's an instant for 1 mountain. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Put 2 oil counters on it. Oh, you're pretty cool. I like you. Glistener Seer. It's a 0/3 Phyrexian advisor for 1 island. It enters the battlefield with 3 oil counters on it. You can tap it and remove an oil counter from it to scry 1. And we're down to our last 2 packs here. We got a Phyrexian Might and a Phyrexian Goblin. And we got another of these Mirage Mockeries. That's a bitchy one. Evolved Spinoderm. You're funky looking. The hell are you? You're a 5/5 Phyrexian beast for 2 and 2 forest. It enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters on it. It has trample as long as it has 2 or less oil counters on it. Otherwise, it has hexproof. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from it. Then if it has no oil counters on it, sacrifice it. You suck, dude. You're a piece of trash. I don't like you. Blight Belly Rat. We got a Thrumming Bird. That's a good one. Sinew Dancer. Norn's Choir Master. It's a 5/4 Phyrexian Angel for 3 and 2 planes. It's got flying and first strike. And whenever a commander you control enters the battlefield or attacks, proliferate. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. We like you. Oh, we got another White Sun's Twilight, dude, and that was the good one. There's another Evolved Spinoderm. And we got a forest there. Slaughter Singer. It is a 2/2 Phyrexian cleric for a forest and a plains. It's got Toxic 2. And whenever another creature you control with toxic attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay. Rebel Salvo. It's an instant for 2 and a mountain. It's got affinity for equipment. And it deals 5 damage to target creature or player. That permanent loses indestructible until end of turn. Oh, you can get rid of indestructible with this thing, dude. Ooh, you're fucking cool, dude. I like you. Terramorphic Expanse, pretty common to reprint here. You tap it, sack it, and you search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. We got Adaptive Spore Singer. It's a 2/2 Phyrexian Druid for 2 in a forest. And when it's got Vigilance, and when it enters the battlefield, you choose one. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains Vigilance until end of turn, or proliferate. Charge of the Mites. It's an instant for 2 in the plains. And it's got choose one. Charge of the Mites deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Or create 2 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens with Toxic 1 and they can't block. Gitaxian Autonomist. It's a 2/5 Phyrexian wizard for 3 in an island. And when it enters the battlefield, you may tap it. If you do, proliferate. Oh, you're kind of cool. Well, we're down to our last one here. Let's see what we got. There's a Rebel. And we got a Hollow Sentinel. We got We got another one of these Purity Overseers, the elephant wizard thingy. Sulfum Mayhem Dominus. The fuck are you? You're a 5/4 Commander Phyrexian Horror for 2 and 2 mountains. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double that damage to that player or permanent instead. Ooh, fuck. 1 and 2 completed. So for each one of those, 2 life or a mountain. Discard 2 cards. Put an indestructible counter on Sulfum Mayhem Dominus. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. I like you. What the fuck? Children the Apocalypse? Oh, it's a Pradiator. It's a 4/5 Commander Phyrexian Pradiator for 2 and 2 swamps. It's got Death Touch. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Ooh, whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Oh, you're a bad fucker, dude. Oh, you'd go good in a Nesker, man. We got another Blightbelly Rat. Another Kinkerbloom. Urtet, Remnant of Memark. It's a 2/2 Commander Mire for 3. Whenever you cast a Mire spell, create a 1/1 colorless Mire artifact creature token. At the beginning of combat on your turn, untap each Mire you control. Oh, and it's got all the colors. Tap it. Put 3 1/1 counters on each Mire you control. Activate only during your turn. Hey, remember how I said I was thinking of creating a Mire deck? I've got a fucking commander for it now. There it is! We got it! I was thinking we lost out. No, we fucking got the son of a bitch. Red Sun's Twilight. It's a sorcery for X and 2 mountains. Destroy up to X target artifacts. If X is 5 or more, for each artifact destroyed this way, create a token that's a copy of it. What? Those tokens gain haste until end of turn. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. Ooh. Dude, I still think the white one's the strongest one, but this one's real fucking close, dude. It's the second strongest one. You're a bad fucker, dude. Holy shit. Oh, we got another Jace, man. Oh, right on, dude. So he's a Planeswalker with 5 loyalty for 2 an island and completed. And he'll come in with 2 less loyalty counters on him if you completed him. +1 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gets -3, -0. Or -2, target player mills 3 cards. Then if a graveyard has 20 or fewer cards in it, you draw 3 cards. Otherwise, you draw a card. -X. Target player mills 3 times X cards, man. Holy shit. Now, the strong Planeswalker, my favorite Planeswalker in Magic is Nissa because she's the green Planeswalker that focuses on green. But she is the strongest in this set. Her minus ability... Okay, so her minus ability is like -7, I believe. But she comes in with 7. So you can do her ultimate the moment you play her, and what she does is she gives every creature you control gains +1/+1 for every forest you control, and gains trample until end of turn, dude. It's so fucked up. But we didn't get the Nissa card. That was my brother who got that one, so that sucks. Oh, we didn't get a bitchin' swamp either. That's kind of sad. Porcelain Zealot. It's a 2/3 Phyrexian soldier for 3 and a plains. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If that creature has toxic, instead it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. My voice is about to go, man. Plated Onslaught. It's an instant for 3 and 2 plains. It's got affinity for artifacts. And creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Another Rustvine Cultivator. I think that's the first regular version of the guy we got, I think. Dune Mover? What the fuck are you? It's a 2/1 artifact Phyrexian Golem for 2. It's got Toxic 1, and when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. Okay. Pestilence Siphoner. It's a 1/1 Phyrexian Insect for 1 in a swamp. It's got Flying and Toxic 1. Vanish into Eternity. It's an instant for 2 in plains. This spell costs 3 more to cast if it targets a creature. Exile target non-land permanent. And there you have it. So I think that was a pretty good box. Not an overwhelmingly good box, but pretty good. You know, I'd give it a, I don't know, a 4 out of 5, I guess. I don't know, somewhere in that range. So I'm happy. We got every one of our Twilight cards, and we got a couple Planeswalkers. This is the first time ever where, my brother got him a set box, like I said, and for the first time ever, he actually got the really good fucking box. He got like a super hardcore bitchin' box. He got like, I think he said he got like 2 copies of each of these Twilight cards. He got like 2 copies of all those. He got like 7 or 8 different Planeswalkers. Some of them were copies of each other, but he got like three different versions of the one Planeswalker. And then he got like a total of like 8. And I think he got like 3 copies of the one, but they were all different copies. 2 copies of another one that were different copies. And then he got like a bunch of other ones, just 1 copy of each of them. So for the first time ever, my brother's set box was probably better than my box that I got. But I'm pretty happy with this box. It's pretty good. As you can see, it's a very powerful set. So if you're going for just pure power, this is the set for you. If you're going for poison, if you're looking for cards for poison, definitely get this set. I really enjoyed this set. I thought it was really good. So there you have it. There's our collector box opening. I hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you next time.